See, I love this because this is like old school Broadway. When you look back at playbills from the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, there was this huge singing chorus. There was a huge dancing chorus. And it wasn't, it wasn't that rare to have a huge company in a show, but it hasn't happened in many years on Broadway. I think Dolly was one of them, of course. Hello, Dolly. But I mean, this is gigantic.
It's one of the things that appeals to me, actually, Richie, about doing the show is that when I dream of Broadway, I dream of the golden age. That
Yeah.
it's kind of my sweet spot, I think. And it's when I close my eyes and imagine what Broadway could be, it seems that that's what I imagine. So to be in the middle of that for me was really wonderful. It was kind of dreamlike.
Well, that's what makes The Music Man so special. It is a musical from the golden age of Broadway. So, this is your wheelhouse. I'm sure there are so many special things that have made working on The Music Man so special for you. But let's start with Hugh Jackman. I mean, what was it like working with him again and working with him through the pandemic? Because it was very special the way the two of you worked.
Yeah, I mean, he's. I'm sure everyone knows. I mean, he's just the best in the whole world. He is the best in the whole world, and I mean that as an actor, as
Yeah.
a singer, as a dancer, and as a human being, as a man. He is just. It doesn't get better. It doesn't get better than that. He's a wonderful, wonderful guy, and he works really hard. And he was my savior in the pandemic. I was in my apartment for 2 years. I sat
Yeah.
in my apartment. I walked the dog a lot. God love him, his little legs are a bit shorter now because I walked him so much. And Hugh and we met Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday every single week. And we didn't do full days, we did
Yeah.
mornings, and we trained a little bit. We talked a lot about the show, and we worked our way through it. And actually, that was the gift that he gave me. I really believe this is that the show was built from the center out. And so often with my job, I have to deal with all the big stuff first.
Yeah.
But Music Man was not like that. It's very centered on him and Sutton, and I think you can feel it when you watch those performances. They really are the heart of it, and every step and every moment was built from Hugh and Sutton outwards. And personally, having somewhere to go every day, or
Yeah.
having a friend, having someone to talk to, or some kind of contact through the pandemic was really, really life-saving for me. And he was the one. He was the lifesaver in that situation.
But it was so smart, the two of you. He was like, let's rent a rehearsal studio, just the two of you, safe environment, masks. You knew each other, you took them off, and you just worked, those days creating and helping him create his Harold Hill.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly what happened. That's what we did, and we tested, and we wore our masks, and we didn't see anybody else. There was no one else in that studio, and we worked to playback. We had a little track, like I plugged my cell phone in and to a little speaker, and off we go. And that was really it's really how we did it. It was just a very unique. I also don't know another person or a star of that kind of magnitude who would devote 2 years, 3 times a week to that kind of work. He really did. He really, really did. He really put in the hours.
Yeah. And then, of course, there was your collaboration with your director, Jerry Zaks. I mean, the two of you are perfection together. Collaborations are really special. Why do you think you and Jerry work so well together?
Oh, because I love him. Because I just love him. I couldn't love or respect him anymore, actually. I think he's the bee's knees. He just is. He is one of a kind. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he wants. He's a perfect musical comedy director. I think he's perfect, and he's great with me. He's great. He's unbelievably respectful. He's unbelievably kind. He always has 5 really smart things to say. He always has a good note for me. Always, always, always. Like I said, I couldn't love or respect him more. He's just the best.